Iyah is saying that she or they are under attack. All this crazy nonsense. I'm gonna play the download that she did 2 hours ago. I wasn't planning on going live again to tomorrow, but we must continue this journey of this mess that's going on with these people because they are straight tripping. Iyah needs to go home. And she just needs to just go back to her family. It's not looking promising for Natureboy coming back to to them. And sometimes we just got to accept things for what it is. We also got to accept the role that he played in his own life and his own demise. He's not in jail for no reason. He's not a victim. He did this stuff to himself. And he's paying for it. He's truly paying for this. Now I want to see why. But okay, anyways, I got y'all in here, so that's all that counts. But I'm going to play the video. It's a very unfortunate situation that, they just won't go home and just cut their losses because, it is what it is at this point. And nobody, attacked them. Nobody did anything to them but what they allowed for him to do to them and what he allowed to do, you know what I'm saying, to his own life.
To the gods, welcome back. I know yesterday we talked about some things and I asked you some questions that peace to the gods, welcome back. I know yesterday we talked about some things and I asked you some questions that I think that for humanity to grow and to elevate, we should be asking ourselves these questions in order to better ourselves and make a change. So some of the questions that I asked were to take a look into our lives and see if what we are doing with our life actually benefiting and evolving us as a whole.
Hey, old son.
A evolutionary leap of humanity stepping forward, or is what we doing meaningless? Because that is something very important to take a look at. A lot of our people are under attack right now, especially the very influential people who have a voice and who have the ability to change the masses. Natureboy, as he likes to be called now, we still call him 3 God, but he has a North Node in Pisces and in Cancer, which moves him towards embracing the more sensitive side and compassionate side of himself. So yes, really influential beings like Natureboy.
Stop. They are only getting on these downloads because they know they're being watched and they want the courts to think that they are something that they're not. Stop it. We all know that Natureboy is not any of those things that you're saying, Iyah. It's just time for you to go home and be with your family, be with your son. That's the only one that is deserving of you, not Natureboy. He's in jail. There's nothing you can do for him. It's time for you to move on. Stop. You think you're helping him, but you could be making his case worse by speaking. You guys are not people who could get on a testifying stand and testify as a witness. You're not competent. Look at the things that they have already pulled up of what you are willing to do for Natureboy when he was free. So come on, don't try to paint this picture like he's this great person.
3, they really want to silence this energy, this being. And the way that they do this is that they insert certain people called organic portals. These are people who have been traumatized, and this has been done over time. People who have been traumatized and by society. They have a lot of negative thoughts and low frequency vibrations, so they're easily susceptible to being influenced negatively by the powers that be, who want to silence these individuals who are waking us up. And another way that they are doing that is that they are using the black women against the black man, and that has been one of the lower self's number one weapons against the black man. And that has been proven. We've had a lot of influential speakers, one of them being Shahrazad Ali, which is a very influential black female speaker who speaks on the disparities and of our relationship to with society and the relationships within our homes and with each other. And so our family homes have been very broken up because of this, because we are the number one people who have been held down in society, and society continues to keep us at the bottom of the system. And when you get powerful speakers who have the ability to raise the consciousness and wake everybody up, they do not want that to happen. So they actually use different people to create trouble in their lives, to create chaos and confusion in their lives. See, what their agenda is to make it hard on them. They want life up, they want to ruin their life, they want to make it so hard and difficult for them that they actually bow their head down in submission. They want them actually to stop talking, give up what it is that they stand for, and they want them to be quiet. And when that doesn't happen, they have to go to other means, as in using people to infiltrate and make up things that are not true, gather information in order to help to take these certain individuals who have been granted this light.
If he respected Iyah, Malia, or any of these women as his family, he would have allowed them to express their feelings of them being women, them understanding what 𝗪𝗫𝗧 was going through and why she was there. 𝗪𝗫𝗧 wasn't there because she wanted to be with Natureboy. She was there because she wanted to be with Solar. And Natureboy, for some reason, because I'm starting to think he had an ill feeling about Solar in his gut. And he was trying to make Solar miserable. Even though he kept him there, I don't think he trusts Solar. So any means necessary, he was trying to mentally tear Solar down. He did it with Zoka, and he was keeping Solar from being with 𝗪𝗫𝗧. If he would have allowed 𝗪𝗫𝗧 to come to Carbonation and be with who she wanted to be with, she wouldn't be saying the R word right now. Because if you look at the big picture, it does look like a force. The whole relationship looks forced. We all know as a community that she was not there for Natureboy. She was hoping that Natureboy would give in and let her be with Solar. Iyah has to understand that. So when she gets up here trying to defend this man, she has to look at the big picture and how it went down and how it really is. And we can't sugarcoat this, because the allegations are serious, and Natureboy straight up was doing what he was doing. And he's dead wrong. And there's no other way to look at it. And that's why he's in jail right now. Because the girl, 𝗪𝗫𝗧, she had a breakdown. She said, you know what? This is how I feel he did me while I was over at Carbonation. And this is what I'm going to do to lock his behind up. Because it can be looked at that way. Because we all knew, watching as spectators, that was why she came over there. For Solar, not Natureboy. So Natureboy shouldn't have been putting his privates in her. He shouldn't have been having her on his side, laying up with him, because she didn't want to lay up with him. She wanted to lay up with Solar. So Iyah needs to think of those things.
And have been anointed with this ability to wake up people, wake up a certain group of people who have been at the bottom of the system for so long. You know? And so these people who are being used, we know who they are. We can feel when someone is not so genuine coming to our lives. And what I realize is that y'all are really good at doing that. The internet is really good at sniffing out who's not right and who is right. Like, y'all have a really keen eye for negative energy and people who don't have our best interests at heart. Y'all are really good at that. I will say that. The people who do this, they actually aren't aware that they are being used against the black man. They're not aware of it. They actually through our emotions are actually triggered into doing it. That's why a lot of times after these people do what they do, they feel very bad and they feel sorry about it. They continue to apologize, is because they had no awareness whatsoever that they are doing the things that they are doing. So that is one way that we are being used against the black man. We are being used as weapons to keep him down. Right now in the DeKalb County Jail, most of the inmates there are black men. And I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you. It's black men, and the staff there is mostly women. That just speaks volumes to the relationship that we have with each other, the black man and the black woman. Because now we're sitting here treating each other like animals. We're treating each other like we're not even human beings, like we don't know each other. We don't use our feelings anymore. We have shut them off to make a buck. You know, we have thrown the black man underneath the bus, left him out for dead. And the black man, he has been at the target of all of this. He has been the target. That's why it's the most, like, if you take a look at our community, right, the black community as a whole, we are the most depressed, held down, and held back in society. We are all in hell. We are all imprisoned, because imprisonment is a state of mind. We have adopted the mind of our lower self, the powers that be. They do not want you awoke. They do not want you to see. They do not want you to remember who you are. They do not want you to remember what has been done to you and what is currently being done to you right now. A lot of people are...
Put a Y in the chat if you think that everything recently that Natureboy was doing, because he switched it up. As soon as he was doing the 333 thing, whatever, he started really going overboard with the disrespect. We started seeing the women kissing his feet. They had to sit there and put up their shirts and show their chests. He started showing his privates on social media. He slapped a man for giving him a strawberry. We never really used to see that stuff. We would hear it in the background, but now he was exposing it. He was showing us, like, for a shock value. Okay, we get it. This probably was for that. But shock value or not, that's not how you treat humans. That's inhumane. He's not in jail because he's a black man being held down by the system. Natureboy put himself in there. And I do agree. See, she's doing all that. The black man is held down in the jail and stuff, because she knows people are going to sit there and co-sign that. But some black men commit crimes just like anybody else, any other race. And they need to be locked up because they're dangerous. They're a liability, and they need to be in jail. And until Natureboy gets help for what's going on in his head, he needs to be where he's at. Because soon he's going to be making people drink the red Kool-Aid or something like that. Because this dude is going too far with what he's doing to these people that are over there in carbonation. I'm sorry.
Ignoring what they seeing. They ignoring these feelings that they have, that they know it is not right. They know that it's not right to be working in this system. They know that it's not right, but they don't have the feelings that are connected there anymore. We don't look at the black man as our brother, as our husband, our man, as our son, our children. We're very disconnected from them emotionally, and we look at them with this void of emptiness. And it's very discouraging. I put myself in the shoes of a black man. It's very discouraging. You know what I'm saying? The most beautiful thing a black man has is his family, is his children. And we use his children like toys and like puppets, yank them away from him. But
Iyah, you're not even with your child. You rather be here trying to defend a man's freedom instead of being a mother to your child. You're not in your child's life. Why? Why aren't you in your child's life? Natureboy's not your child. You can't save Natureboy. You can't change Natureboy. Natureboy has always been that way. And he's 40 years old. And it's going to be hard for him to break the chains of the way he is. There's nothing you can do to change him. He's got to want to change on his own. You just need to change and go home and be a mother to your child so that your child doesn't wake up one day and say, I hate my mother. She wasn't there in my life at the times when I needed her. Because you were so busy trying to tend to a man that don't even have no respect for you. As y'all come in, make sure y'all hit the like button, please. Hit the like button, because the likes look like they're on a diet. So, you know, they're free to like. If everybody in the chat hits the like button, we'll be good. Thank you.
Call the white man on him, call the police, put him on child support. On top of that, he has to find a way to sustain himself with money. He has to find a way to shelter himself. He has to find a way to provide. There is so many factors that are against the black man, and we are on top of that, putting more pressure on him, telling him that because we have taken on the opportunities that the system has given us. And it's just a fake opportunity, because what it really is doing is you're oppressing yourself and you don't even know it. You really need the black man. That is your other half.
Not that kind of black man.
But yet we are being used against each other. Imprisonment. We imprisoning ourselves. Now, the lower selves, they use different things to imprison us. They use our food. They use our water. They use housing. They use the schooling system. They use the medical system. They use you having to clock in to work.
But why wasn't you saying all of this prior to Natureboy getting locked up? I really think they were watching him. And when he was in that bathtub showing his privates and had them pulling up their shirts, they said, he has to be stopped. And that's why the SWAT came and got him. Why wasn't they talking? It wasn't like they were talking like this initially. and they just came to SWAT and just wanted to just arrest Natureboy. And he was talking like how Iyah is talking right now. They were not living civilized. He was doing every day everything he could do to piss people off, to disrespect everybody in that house. And everything was for shock value. Let them tell it. But I believe that is what really was going on behind closed doors. He decided, you know what? I want to go viral. So I'm going to show them what I do behind closed doors to really shock them.
Most people do not want to spend as much time as they do working for something that doesn't benefit them. Most people that I know, even when I was working in Babylon, I didn't want to work there. I felt like
her tattoo says love.
I was in jail. So yes, we are all in jail. We are living in a state of hell. Because the ones who have the ability to see and have the voice to actually yell to us, to the masses, to open our eyes and look at what is being done to us, they are trying to silence them. This is a state of emergency. We are under attack. Black man and black woman. We have been pit against each other. We have been used to keep each other down. That is not the way our relationship is supposed to go. We like to argue with our man. We like to play mind games with him. We like to keep him down. We like to manipulate. And we like to keep him from truly expressing who he is. Just because society has placed an example on how they want the black man to act in their society. They want them docile, going to work, suited up, dressed up, pants up, belt on, hair manicured. If you can perm it, slick it back, the better. The more you can look Europeanized, the more you are accepted into the society. And a lot of people have integrated into this system.
This is crazy.
And at the same time, it has brought a downfall and the demise and the destruction of our family unit. We are no longer opening our eyes to how intelligent it is that we can be as a whole on this planet. We are the most intelligent.
Oh boy.
We are the strongest. We are the fastest. We are the most civil. We are the best at everything that there is on this earth to do. We are the most caring, the most loving, the most nurturing. But now we have been turned into ice cold shells, and that is what organic portals are. They are.
You know what's so sad? Natureboy couldn't have been so loving, because as soon as he went to jail, half of his disciples ran off. Soon as they got a chance, even though I know he, doesn't hold them hostage, they left. If he was this great guy, they would have stayed over there and they would have band together in that house, and they would have made sure he got his canteen, he got a paid lawyer, and all the stuff that these girls and True are putting together to make sure that he's comfortable while he's in jail right now. His disciples all left except True. So he can't be that much of a great guy like you're saying he is.
Are ice cold shells, human beings with no soul, no personality. And when you see things get hard, these are the first ones to respond negatively. You look at these people like, I never thought that you would be doing this.
Shut up.
I would not have even thought you would have did this, but it's unconscious. You see, this is done on purpose to keep us down so that we will not rise. Okay? This has been done for centuries. And as soon as we get a black leader, and as soon as the powers that be do not want him to wake us up, they send people to tear his life apart from the inside out, and he's using the black woman as the...
They stopped him because he was tearing your life apart. He was tearing Malia's life apart. Well, he did tear Malia's life apart because allegedly they're saying, put a Y in the chat if you heard this. I heard that Malia got a hysterectomy. That means she can't have no kids because of what happened. So when he's saying Malia must be pregnant, it could be a rumor. It's the social media. I'm just saying, allegedly, they're saying that she had that removed. Now, if you get that removed, you can't have no kids. If that is true, why is this man lying to the public? He hasn't been saying it recently, but every other month when he was saying it, Malia might be pregnant. How was she pregnant if something was removed that allows you to have a kid? If it was removed, you can't have a kid. So who do you think you're talking to when you say this stuff to the community? Nobody's dumb. Only one's dumb is the people in your circle.
Number one weapon, and it's meaning his destruction, but no more, because we need to be done fighting ourselves. We cannot be ignorant in these behaviors no more. We can't continue to keep those oppressive thoughts. A 3/5 of a human, what I recall, is what we were called. 3/5 of a human.
She must be reading off a cue card.
You have to remember that when somebody wants control over you, they're gonna use anything that they can by any means necessary to obtain.
Rocky, that's what he claims, but they're definitely still in that house. So I don't know if they're squatting until the owner takes them to court, and sometimes that could take months. Remember, there's a pandemic going on. So I don't know if that's what they're doing. I don't know if Natureboy just said that, because Natureboy be making up stuff too. He could be, before he got arrested, he could have been moving and making us think that we got him evicted. So you just don't know what to believe with him, because he's a narcissist.
Obtain what it is that they want. So it's never too late to do the right thing. It's never too late to change your mind and see what is really happening in this world. These people are using our food to keep us here. They're using our shelter. They're using our weaknesses. We do not own these monopolies and these businesses that are the number one businesses in the world. I think there are 6 companies that, if I'm not mistaken, you can correct me if I'm wrong, that rule this whole world. And us being the ruler, the head of this planet, not even in on any of it, but we are the number one ravaged people for our resources. Africa, the number one ravaged for their resources. Black people ravaged for your resources every day. This is a time that we have to wake up, and we have to see what is being done to our people. We have to wake up and stop desensitizing ourselves and leaving our black men out to die, because we are selling our soul for $1.
At least you're honest, Chris.
$1 that is not even worth nothing. It's paper. You can't even buy gold with the American currency. We are under a recession. The gas prices are sky high. This system is falling. It is failing.
And so is carbonation.
The American dollar means nothing. And what do you think is going to happen when these people who are seemingly keeping you safe, what are you going to do when the people are not being paid anymore? Do you think that they're here to protect and serve you then? No. They're going to get on with their life. They're going to start to do what it is that they naturally are here supposed to do. So what I'm saying is, why not do that now? Why not take a stand now? Why not see what is being done to all of our black leaders? Every single black man who has a mouthpiece and has the ability to make a change is targeted.
Oh boy.
And it must stop. Because over and over again, we have to bury our sons and our children and our fathers.
Oh boy, here we go with this.
And it is at the hands of our own. We turn ourselves in. We call the cops on each other.
Natureboy called the cops on himself by
because of
doing
our
what he was doing
emotions
in that bathtub
that we cannot control. And even though it is not our fault, it is our fault because we are not taking responsibility to make a conscious and aware change in our behavior.
Oh, really? But Natureboy is?
The black man should not have to be at the bottom of this system no longer, and the black woman should not be the one with her foot on his neck saying, yes, keep him at the bottom, because that is subconsciously what you are saying when you hold these positions of high power and authority over him. It is being used against him. And so the real purpose is to keep the real, attack him any way you can. Send his weaknesses. You know, his love for the black woman. Use a black woman. Yeah, we got a good one. She gonna go life up. And
Iyah, I'm gonna say it to you again. Knock, knock. Who's there? I wish I was in front of her. I'd knock on her head with my fist like it was a door. I'll be like, knock, knock. Who's there? Iyah. Natureboy's in jail because Nateri didn't come over there for him. He decided to take the punani, the yoni, and didn't give it to Solar. She tried to play the role of being happy with Natureboy to get the Solar. She never got the chance to get the Solar, and she felt used. Then he put her sex tapes on Twitter, and then had the nerve to pin it up at the top. So that means any post that he put on Twitter every day, that video would stay at the top so everybody could see it. Natureboy put himself in jail. When you put PORN on social media with someone that you were intimate with, that is revenge. And that is a crime. He's not innocent, and that's why he's in jail. Okay?
And that's going to make it hard for him. That's going to discourage him. No. See, that's what you're not going to do. You see, once you have become whole in yourself, and what Natureboy 3 God shows me every day is that you cannot be discouraged by these people. These people here, they don't mean you no good. But that doesn't mean you can't continue to follow your heart and do the right thing. That doesn't mean that I have to be discouraged. I know there's at least one person or 2 people or 3 people or 4 or 5 or 6 that hear me, that hear us, that hears him. I know there are some people that hear him. I know that there are some people who are taking heed to the message. So our fight and our work is not in vain. His life is not in vain. Right now he's in jail because he is God. Because he says he is God. He says that you are God, we are gods, we are all gods. He is God. And that's why he's in jail.
Oh, really? That's why?
And he holds his head held high.
Thank you, I'm his.
Because at the very end, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. This is a leader of our movement.
Oh, really?
This is a leader who is here to wake up the minds of the sleeping black man and black woman.
Was you sleeping
For
when you got that
centuries,
tattoo
we
on
have
the
been
side of your
silenced.
face?
We have been oppressed. We have been dictated to. We have been pushed around, tossed around, given the worst of everything, given the scraps, given the last. We're at the back.
Really?
And as soon as somebody says, you know what? No, I'm not going to accept that. And you shouldn't either.
Girl, bye.
They don't want that.
So, like I'm saying to you again, they're in denial. Iyah is not homeless. She can go back home to her family. So can Malia. She doesn't want to go. And so, I don't know about Zoka. And I know Efru can go back home to her mother. Her mother even actually has came to Natureboy's spot, even though I'm quite sure she can't stand him, because of the simple fact is to stop acting like, right, you're allergic to the like button. Thank you, girl. I'm going to make you a mod. I like that one. I'm going to make you a mod, Nona. I'm trying to tell you. Stop acting like you're allergic to that like button and hit it. It's free. But all I'm going to say to you, they don't want to go home. And at the same time, I'm going to say to you this. Ain't no telling what he has on these people.